Hey guys, this week we are going to start talking about our trip to Junior BizTown that we're going to take in a couple of weeks on October 19th. So hopefully your parents have received my information, my email with all the information about our field trip, and I hope all of you are going to be able to join us. Um, Also, hopefully you all received the copy of the workbook last week, so we're going to be using that for the next couple of weeks. All right, so in a few minutes, we're going to look at your citizen guide starting on page 29. But first, I just wanted to talk to you about a few things. So when we go on the field trip, the place that we're going, they call it BizTown, and it's set up like a community. And this community is similar, has similarities to other communities. A community is a place where people live, work, trade, and share. Members of community are called citizens. As a citizen of a community, what do you have the right to do? For example, here, as a citizen of the United States, you have the right to go to school. Your parents have a right to own property. We all have a right to speak our mind, share our opinions, etc. There's quite a few rights that we have as American citizens. Citizens also have certain responsibilities, like voting and following the law. What about you guys? Do you have responsibilities at home? I want you to think about those responsibilities for just a minute. Maybe list them out somewhere. Maybe you guys have the responsibility, you're expected to keep your room clean. Maybe you have to make your bed every day. You may have the responsibility to take the trash out. You might be expected to help cut grass and do housework and lawn work. And of those responsibilities, what type of character traits do you need to fulfill those duties? So just think about that for a minute. All right, we are going to visit Junior BizTown, on October 19th, like I said. And when we get there, you guys will also have rights and responsibilities at the community that we visit there. So, what is a right? A right is the freedom to act in a certain way. Such rights include the freedom to say what you think, believe what you want, and set your own goals. A responsibility is being accountable for your own actions and obligations. A good example is people have free speech, which is the right to say what you think, but they also have the responsibility not to say hateful, dangerous, or untrue things. So I want you guys in your student workbook, please turn to page 29 and read the Junior Achievement BizTown Citizen Pledge. All right, so as a citizen of Junior Achievement BizTown, I pledge to respect all citizens, be responsible and honest, tell the truth, work and take breaks at assigned times, help other citizens, vote, obey the rules and laws of Junior Achievement BizTown, and to pay taxes while you're there. All right, so citizens, like I said, they have the right to elect political representatives and the responsibility to vote. So please go ahead in your citizen guide on page 29, go ahead and fill out your Junior Achievement BizTown voter registration card. So go ahead and pause the video and fill that out. And so congratulations on becoming a Junior Achievement BizTown citizen. From now on, you will be referred to as a citizen in this BizTown program. All right, now one of the rights citizens have is to own their own business. A business is a company that sells goods or provides services. A system in which citizens own businesses and make economic decisions is called free enterprise. In some countries, citizens aren't allowed to own their own businesses, and the government controls all businesses and makes all the economic decisions. But like here in the United States, we have a free market, a free enterprise market, which means citizens have the right to own businesses. The free part means economic decisions are made by people and businesses with little government influence. Businesses are free to sell what they want, and people are free to buy what they want. Let's pretend you guys are going to start a business and you're going to open a lemonade stand. To open a lemonade stand, you will need some resources. Resources are people and things needed to make goods or provide services. What resources would you need for your lemonade stand? You should look for natural resources. So what would you guys need to make lemonade? What containers might you need to make the lemonade and to serve it? What are you going to put it in, right? Those things that you have to buy in order to help your business are called capital resources. You have to buy a container to hold the lemonade. You have to have cups to serve the lemonade in to your customers. How will you get these resources? After acquiring your resources, you're ready to open your business. You are now what they call an entrepreneur. You are providing lemonade as a good to the people in your community. All right, so if you'll look in your book to page 30 in the Citizen Guide, this is called the circular flow chart. Your business will sell its good, which is the lemonade, to people. The people buying the goods are called consumers. Consumers pay money to the business for the goods. Imagine that you sold great lemonade and your business is growing. You will need to hire some workers to produce and sell the lemonade. These people will be the human resources that will help you create a successful business. What will you provide to these people in exchange for their work? So what would people expect from you as their boss if they come to work for you? Yeah, you'll have to pay them, right? All right, so the circular flow shows us different things. The entrepreneurs own businesses, or yours, you are an entrepreneur selling lemonade. That's your business. You are a lemonade provider. The business provides a good, which is in this case the lemonade, to the people. So arrow A shows that businesses produce things and they serve those things to the people. All right, that's what the arrow labeled A represents. Citizens pay money for the good. So people who want your lemonade are going to spend hard-earned money to buy your lemonade. So that's what arrow B represents. People provide natural and human resources for the lemonade service. So how do the businesses stay open? Well, they got to have workers and they have to buy certain things like cups and containers to hold the lemonade and to serve their customers with. And that is represented by arrow C. And then the entrepreneurs pay for those resources. They pay the people to work for them. They buy the cups that they use to serve their customers. And that is what arrow D represents. All of these changes demonstrate trade. All right, so the circular flow of goods, services, resources, and money defines a free enterprise economy. Free enterprise is a system in which there is competition among businesses with prices determined by the interaction between consumers and businesses with little government influence. For example, you're the owner of this lemonade stand. Let's say you think you have the best lemonades in the state of Georgia, and so you decide to charge $5 a cup for your lemonade. Well, as long as your customers are willing to pay $5 a cup, then that's going to be a good price. Well, let's say you decide that that's not enough money. So you decide that you're going to charge your customers $10 per cup for the lemonade. Well, even though you have the right to make that decision, if customers stopped buying your lemonade, that means that you'll probably have to decide to bring the price down. Okay. If you're selling your lemonade for $5 a cup and your neighbor decides to open a stand and your neighbor starts charging $4 per cup for lemonade, you might realize that your customers are going to buy what is less expensive. So that's where the competition comes from between businesses. Competition is good because it helps keep the price of goods down because people want to spend less for the same product if they can. Now, free, the word free in the phrase free enterprise does not refer to cost. It means there are few restrictions on what businesses sell and what people buy. So the government does have some um, effect of how businesses are run because they have to make sure customers are safe. So if you decide, uh-oh, I ran out of lemonade, so I'm going to use yellow shoe polish and sell that, but I'm going to call it lemonade. Well, that's not going to be allowed because the government would decide that you are not being safe with your customers and people drank your lemonade and got very sick. So the government's going to get involved to see if you committed a crime. So there are some restrictions based on our government, and most of those restrictions is so that customers are safe, that you are actually buying what the company says you're buying. So this whole process is called a market economy. Free enterprise systems answer the basic economic questions. What is going to be produced? How is it going to be produced? And for whom is it going to be produced? So all economic systems answer those three questions. What are we going to make? How are we making it? And who's going to buy it? Okay. So now you're going to think about what it would be like to be an entrepreneur and start your own business. So think about it. What are you going to sell in your business? So no more lemonade. That was my idea. Now you come up with your own idea. What would you sell in your business? What service or good will you provide? So you don't always have to sell something physical. You could provide a business for people. For example, if you are good at cutting the grass, you could sell your service of cutting grass and people would pay for your service. Your business would provide private goods or services because you are a private citizen. Now I want you to look on page 31 in your citizen guide, and I want you to fill out the blank. So I want you to come up with a name for your business. I want you to tell me what you're going to sell. Either is it a good or is it a service? What natural resources will you need? So things like lemons, right? If you're going to make lemonade, you have to have lemons. You have to use water. You have to use sugar. So those would be natural resources. What capital resources would you need? Do you have to have something to hold your product? Do you have to, when you sell your product, do you have to wrap it in something? If it's ice cream, you would have to provide a cup with a with a with a spoon. That would be a capital resource. Do you need to open a store and pay rent? That's capital resource. And then the next one, what about your human resources? Are you going to have someone working for you? Are you going to pay your best friend to work for you, or maybe your brother or sister to work for you? All right, so think about that and answer those questions. And then you're going to go to page 32. It says in a free enterprise system on page 32 in your citizen guide, businesses have the freedom to make decisions about what to produce, how much to produce, and for whom to produce. Likewise, consumers are free to buy property and goods and invest their money as they see fit. A free enterprise system provides various economic freedoms to Americans. So some rights that people have the right to own property, such as land, houses, and cars. People have the freedom to buy and sell goods and services. People have the freedom to invest in a business and to earn a profit from it. People have the freedom to choose where and how to work. All right, so I want you to think about these four rights that people have, citizens have, and I want you to write a simple sentence about how your family might use each economic freedom. Okay, so if you guys we're going to own property, buy and sell goods and services, invest in a business to earn a profit, choose where and how to work. So you're going to think about that. You're going to write a simple sentence about how your family might use the economic freedoms listed to do each of these things. Okay. When you're done with that, you're going to go to your Canvas, course, and you're going to click on Monday's link. And since I don't have your workbook in front of me, I want you to answer the questions about starting your own business in Canvas, and that's going to be your grade for the day. All right, you guys. So I will meet with you guys tomorrow and we'll talk a little bit more about this workbook and what we're going to be doing out of it and our upcoming field trip. Everybody have a great day, and I will check in with you guys later.